Here we go. Crash the Titans featuring where we're going against 5-star Hawkeye. They give him only 2 in blue, which is kind of weird. Like as if the level upgrade from 2 to 3 is too strong. But that purple is something to look out for. So every time one of his countdowns, well actually any friendly countdown for him, expires, he gets an extra 3 blue and 2 red, I want to say. It could be 3 blue, 3 red. We'll look at it when we get into the match. But I think it's 3. We know it's 3 blue and at least 2 red, if not 3. The red is another blue countdown tile itself. I know it's red, but it makes blue. And it's just another arrow that does a lot of damage. But even if you have like 9 red in reserve, it eats that 9 red and does even more damage. The blue is just like the 3-star Hawkeye's trick arrows, where you're like, oh, the first one stuns, and the next one does some damage, and there's an explosion, and there's blah blah blah. You get the point. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's a lot. His red and blue basically make more countdowns, so his purple can keep feeding back into him. His red and his blue only cost 5, so nice and easy for him to shoot arrows all day long. What's that? You see all the shield level rewards I'm sitting on. I refuse to accept them, so they just okay, Dark. I believe you on that. I accept them, I think, just because I hate the exclamation mark hanging out there. That's about it. Okay, so oh yeah, when 5-star Hawkeye hit MPQ, just for the history lesson that I like to give on these characters, he didn't change the meta at any way and shape, way and point, but at the same time, people did turn their head. That purple, that passive of getting free AP for a countdown finishing, caused a lot of people to change how they do things. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to start completing challenge nodes when I did. His ability, I didn't even get him champed. I just had, like, I want to say 2 purple covers, maybe 3 at some point. But for the longest time, I had a subpar Hawkeye. But that 5-star Hawkeye, along with 4-star Gamora and 4-star Coulson, makes a huge difference at getting through challenge nodes, because you can stun lock the enemy forever if you play it right. It takes a little strategy and a little bit of patience, but you can totally do it. No RNG really necessary, except for maybe a decent starting board. So anyways, 5-star Hawkeye came in not with a boom, but more like a, oh, interesting sort of view. And he's still to this day very useful. If it wasn't for him, a lot of people wouldn't be able to take down a lot of Chasm teams using Kang, because 5-star Hawkeye with 4-star Deadpool means lots of countdown tiles that get rewarded with blue AP for Kang to send people away. And I let that sit too long. That's kind of funny. Anyways, let's get forward in here. Mockingbird, what's that you got there? Hey, so many unread emails on my phone screen. I'm so used to big red numbers. Nice, Dark. Oh boy, Mockingbird. Bobby Morse came into MPQ once again, kind of like Hawkeye did. She didn't shake everyone. She didn't like change the meta, but she did have this little fun thing called Opportunist, and I'm going to start there. This passive is a way to make free AP, but it's based on the enemy. Enemy's got to make a match 4 or greater. Kind of like, 3-star Loki relies on the enemy making a match 4 or greater. When this happens, if you have at least 6 AP in that color that they made a match 4 in, and it includes team-ups, unlike 3-star Loki, fire a random friendly power at no cost. Now for her, that means her red or her purple. But if you have a team of people that can fire powers, it could be any one of them. Now, of course, you could trim that down to things you want. So, like, if your only teammates are, like, Polaris and 4-star Professor X, right? Then you know what's going to happen. It's either Polaris is going to stun someone, Professor X is going to go invisible, or your red bombshell or your purple secret mission ability. That's all that's going to happen. You can kind of dictate it a bit, but it's up to you to play with such a team. Once again, at the bottom there, if you don't have at least 6 AP in that color, you get 3 AP in that color, obviously helping you get to that nice magic threshold. I'm going to go down to her purple because that's arguably, it's very underrated. Her purple secret mission is super underrated. don't even look at the active ability. Look what the passive says. As long as you have at least 5 AP in your strongest color, friendly matches deal 663 more damage. That's not per turn, that's per match. So if you get a cascade, each one of those matches does 663 more. What's that? I'm sorry, Dark. That passive was annoying with certain teams. Yeah, it is. Totally is. So 5 AP in your strongest color, friendly matches deal more damage. It's a big amount. Think about your cascade teams that you love playing with. Anyone using Half Thor, or maybe even the main event Hulk, who likes to do that board shake right in the beginning. Any sort of board shake, if you got 5 AP in your strongest color, more damage. You know who else does something like this? Valkyrie. Valkyrie does something where she does more damage too, right? So, you know, you can kind of put the ladies together, make some really fun teams. Anyways, finally there's Bombshell. I put it at 3 because, honestly, you heard what I said about the other two abilities. They're really strong. And that's not to say Bombshell is not. Because if I pump this up to 5, 2-turn fortified red countdown tiles, when one expires, if the other exists, 20,000 damage? Almost. It's almost 20,000. But if you only have one of them out there, oh shucks, it's only 14,500 damage and a little bit, like, close to 2,000 for yourself. Oh darn. I mean, there's a lot of sarcasm in that statement. It's a lot of damage on this ability. I'm still going to keep it just at 3. I like the extra passive damage on those abilities, the AP generation, all that junk, right? And 9,000 damage isn't a small amount, especially for Crash the Titans. So I will get by with this. So, did she affect any of the meta stuff when she came in? Nope. Did she change anyone's style of play? Nope. But there was definitely some fun to be had with relying on free ability casting with Opportunist. Kind of like how Mr. Fantastic does free ability stuff when there's enemy tiles matched. You can put them on the same team, you know. Mockingbird and Mr. Fantastic, and let's say Carnage to match enemy tiles constantly to fire Mr. Fantastic stuff off. You know, get the wheels turning a bit there. Free abilities from Mr. Fantastic, free abilities from Mockingbird. Just saying. Stuff I like to think about. Okay, ready? Let's go in there. Let's get us a Hawkeye. Never paid attention to our purple that I had a passive Dark? Yeah, it's a pretty good one too. Actually, now that I think about it, I've never paid attention to the fact that if I can Okoye boost it. I wonder if I can do that. You can Okoye boost off of Deathlock's passive damage, so why not Mockingbird? I'm going to have to try that at some point. I'll get back to you guys on that. Her strongest is red, so I need 5 red. Unfortunately, there's no red available. Let's see. Well, there's a red, so I will take it. I turned on the effects if you couldn't tell, because it is a one-on-one fight. Gotta get that rolling. I'm gonna go for this. Give me that. Oh, the red fell down too far. It's okay. These things happen. I could do this. Destroys 8 AP in the enemy's strongest color, purple, and generates 5 AP in my red. Oh yeah, I wanted to see this, by the way. That's right. Purple. 3 blue and 2 red. I was right. Well, you know, I was wondering if it was 3 blue and 3 red, but oh yeah, I forgot about the fortify. Fortify 3 red friendly countdowns. It's really important, but I forgot about it. My bad. Excuse me. Let's get in here. Well, now I got at least 5 AP in my strongest color. Boy, I would hate to have a lot of AP in these colors of mine. I would hate to fire free powers off. Like if I did this. Now, if he gets a match 4 in a color, in a red or a blue, right now, I'll fire a free power. But that means I'd have to actually let him match a match 4 or higher in red or blue. That's a little bit of like give and take at that point. You gotta be like, is this worth it? So. Okay, I don't appreciate you firing off that ability, sir. I could fire this. I would lose 9 red AP to do it. But it does 9,000 damage. It could win the game. But then I'd lose my passive. You know, because I wouldn't have that 5 red, you know? You get it. But if you look at the board, none of the reds are really touching. You know? I'm pretty clear. Here, tell you what, let's make it safe. I'll do this. I knew he was going to take that red. So there we go. Now the reds are really far apart. So let's go. I'm going to get stunned here for a couple turns more than likely, though. That's a little annoying, but what are you going to do? Here's hoping that my bombshells don't go away on me. This, moving downwards, would definitely put them in harm's way, and I don't like that. I don't know if there's much else I could do about it, though. I guess I'll match these blacks up here, and here we go. Stunned for 2 turns. He's going to match that 1 red. That's a little bit of pain. See, he's generating all this AP from his arrows. Nice and easy for him to get that AP up. But bombshell happened, so, you know, that's good. So we pretty much won the game. 1 more hit. That explosive arrow is pretty powerful, though. Look at all these arrows. He's just firing away. But honestly, that's what Hawkeye should do, right? Right. And done. So, yeah. That's Mockingbird for you. She does pretty good work. You can set her up for good success. Thanks, Dark. So, just look at her passives in a whole new light. Like, how can you make use of that extra match damage or that opportunist to get free ability, you know, free ability castings. Thing is, you got to hold on to that AP, though. If you start spending it, you're not going to get a lot out of it, you know. You could always do something like just a word to the wise. Remember Wiccan? He makes free AP if he's in front. I want to put that out there. Let's see. If we go 4-star, what is it? Yellow, green, blue. Right? There he is. Mystical Destiny. If you have at least 4 AP in all colors, blah, blah, blah. No. There it is. If Wiccan is in front, gain 2 AP in a color you have less than 4 of. So you could use Wiccan to help you get up there. Just saying. Okay. Anyways. What was that, Dark? Based on the issues people have with her, Cage and Iron Fist in one of those challenge nodes, I think a lot of players know how dangerous and annoying she can be. It's, you know, it's true. She can be super annoying in there. I think it's just a matter of using her correctly. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of people that also like to think that, oh, the computer's annoying with her, but she sucks in the player's hands. You know, like that's not really real, but it is kind of that mentality of like, oh, she's horrible, but yet when you go against her, you're scared of her. Like, that bombshell's scary, this opportunist is scary, but people don't want to use her, you know? I feel like there's something there that you could kind of turn on its head. Anyways. Give her a good squad and she can be annoying for you as well. That's true. And like I said, I'm going to try her out with Okoye. I want to see if you can boost that secret mission damage. If you could boost that damage with Okoye, that'll be really, really intriguing. Like, maybe, I don't know. I'll have to get back to you guys on that. If that works, you know I'll be making a short about it. Anyways, that's it for me. We've had the boss fights with High Evolutionary. We've had Crash the Titans with Mockingbird. And thank you very much, Dark, for my first subscription again. I really appreciate that as my first subscriber. Thank you again and again. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I will see you guys very soon, probably tomorrow. I need to do a puzzle gauntlet, don't I? I do. So, hey, have a good night, and talk to you later. Bye.